about love. Darling, I don't live without you and your love. If I had those golden dreams of my yesterday, I would wrap you in the heaven, but really dying on the way. Feel like making love. Feel like making love. Feel like making love. Feel like making love to you. Baby, if I think about you, I think about love. Darling, if I live without you, I live without love. And if I had the sun and moon, and they were shining, I would give you both night and day, love satisfying. Feel like making, feel like making love. Feel like making love. Feel like making love. Feel like making destiny is the rising sun. Oh, I was born, 6 gun in my hand, behind a gun, I make my final stand. That's why they call me bad company, and I can deny bad company till the day I die. Till the day I die. Till the day I die. Rebel souls.
Ladies and gentlemen, you've been waiting, and now it's here. TBSN, the Tony Bruno Sports Network.
Make some noise!
The Tony Bruno Sports Network. Download the app. Tell your friends the game is on. TBSN.
Robin, where's my Vegas music? Give me some damn Elvis. I don't want to. This is even though Mike Bara's a Seattle guy, but he doesn't want to hear grunge.
Eddie Money will do though.
He hates grunge. The grunge era is
I
over.
am so sorry. I don't
That's
know
okay.
what I was thinking.
I mean, we play a little
this
Viva.
is-
Viva Las Vegas is the theme of this week. Is it not? Give me a little Elvis. Come on.
Okay, there we go,
Come
there we
on.
go, there we go.
I just got my second win. We're ready to go the distance.
Bright lights said you're gonna set my soul, set my soul on fire.
Anybody can do Elvis. Can you do it, Mike?
No. Well,
Come on, man.
Burn in Love, maybe. Burn in Love. No, I can't.
You don't even have to know the words. Viva Las Vegas! Viva Las Vegas! All right, we're here live here, Radio Row. It's Wednesday. The place is blowing up. You know when Dave Ben shows up at Jess with the champagne. I mean, I can't even get a cup of water, but they have a bottle of Veuve Clicquot, right? Veuve Clicquot.
I know, and they didn't even offer to
And I
share.
didn't even
How
get
rude.
What did you do with the... I have to rip Jess, and I have to rip Dave Benz. I'm here, I can't even get a bottle of water, and you sons of bitches are drinking Veuve Clicquot on the air. I know it's your birthday. Does that important? Where did you get the champagne?
She brought it.
From Whole Foods.
From where?
Whole Foods.
Oh, I thought you went to Terrible's across the street there, yeah?
You got a bottle at Whole Foods for the same cost of a burger here.
You got it at Whole Foods here in Vegas? Where the hell's the Whole Foods? Near the Target?
Miles around the corner.
Okay. And we didn't even get a taste. It's your birthday.
Here, have a sip.
Just a sip for just a second.
Okay, I don't care. Happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday, Jess. That's right. We celebrated your birthday in Arizona last year.
Yes, we
It's a coincidence that it's always around the same time of the year, right? Jess Taylor's here, of course, Dave Benz, and the whole gang is here now.
Oh, she's an Aquarius too. That makes her even. That's better. You're
Is that bad? I thought Aquarius was a bad sign.
No, Aquarius is a hot sign.
Is it?
Absolutely.
I'm a Gemini, so I don't know what I am.
Oh, wow.
Confused most of the time.
You roasted yourself.
Absolutely. Great job, guys. And, of course, we're here for the rest of the week. The great Angel Martinez back in the co-pilot seat. We got so many people coming in everywhere. But, ladies and gentlemen, a special guest. This is the first time I've actually meeting this man. We've been going back and forth. I've been following. I don't want to call you a conspiracy theorist, Mike.
Well, I will, but
I mean, would you consider yourself a conspiracy theorist?
Well, yeah, because I believe in everyone, all of them. Yeah, well, not all of them, but I mean, yeah, I absolutely. I call myself a born-again conspiracy theorist on my bio. So yeah, absolutely. And the thing is once you become a conspiracy theorist, right, then you you have to proselytize. That's why I'm born again, because I'm going to tell everybody about everything I know that they don't know.
Now, people may know you from, I mean, you've been on, Ancient Aliens.
Yep.
But you're not the guy that says, I'm not saying it's an alien,
Yeah, no.
but it's an alien, right?
No, I am not that guy. I'm the voice of common sense on that show, which is why they kicked me off. Actually, there's other reasons. We're not going to talk about that. But yeah.
Who's the guy with the hair?
That's Giorgio Tsoukalos.
Sucralose, yes. That's bad
Swiss-
for you, though. Too much sucralose. You don't want to have that.
They use sucralose for lube in prison, so no, it's
Exactly.
not. It's
Well,
not
I mean, I
something-
wouldn't know. I only spent one night in jail once. It was a DUI, and they put me in jail. And I said, "Are you serious? Now I got to go to AA meetings?" I literally did. When I moved to California, I'm driving around, and I don't know where I am because I'm on the 5 and I'm on the 405, and I just moved there. And I go up to the Rose Bowl to watch a football game, and then I'm trying to find out where I live. So I get on the freeway, and I'm not driving 15 miles an hour, and this is 23 years ago, so I'm not an old man.
Right.
And I get pulled over, and the cop says to me, "You know you're going." I said, "I'm trying to find the exit, sir." And he says, "Get out of the car." And he made me walk the line, and then he made me blow, and I did, but I wasn't over the limit, and the guy was just being a prick. So then he gives me a DUI. They take my car away somewhere, and they put me in jail for the night.
Wow.
So I didn't even have any sucralose after all of that. Then I had to go to AA. I had to go to AA meetings every week in Santa Monica, and I had to get up and say, "I'm Tony. I'm an alcoholic." And then I had to watch Leaving Las Vegas, the most distant, the saddest movie ever made.
And let me guess, they cut Elizabeth Shue's. They cut part of it out, right?
No, they left it all in there.
Good. All right.
It was
Well, at least you
depressing.
got that out of
But
it. Right?
Is there camera on Mike too? Because I can't just this camera here is on Angel and me. Is this camera on me? Is Mike Bara on camera? Okay, I just didn't know, Robin, because I know we've had a lot of people in here.
Because God knows I haven't had enough camera time in my life.
Exactly. So my favorite show that you were on,
right?
And this is Angel Martinez, who does our nights, another Florida guy,
rock and roll guy.
I thought you were still in Seattle. I didn't realize you moved here.
Yeah, I moved here in around Labor Day, actually.
So you're a new resident.
I'm a new resident, and I'm still finding my way around. But the cool thing is everything in this town is 25 minutes away, including, turns out, the Super Bowl. So, wow, I couldn't be happier.
It takes 25 minutes just to get into the security through
that's
security
true.
to get here.
Well, 25 minutes to get where you're going to wait for 25 minutes to get a parking spot.
My favorite show is I like the moon landing, the truth behind the moon. Did you ever see that?
I sure did.
And Mike was in there, and he was the guy who was saying that it was a conspiracy, right? Now, did you believe that, or was that just done for theatrical purposes?
Not a word of it. But, here's the thing. They come to me and they said, we're going to give you $50,000 and we're going to put you on TV. And I said, okay, I believe in the moon landing conspiracy. No, I'm really kidding. They did think that I was a believer in it because I have this conspiracy background. I had a TV background, so they knew that about me. But then the thing is that I decided, hey, look, what are we going to get to in the end? And the end was we're going to get to the truth, which is that the moon landing did happen. It was a real thing. And I thought, as long as we get to the truth, I don't care. It's an acting job. I looked at it as an acting job.
Wait a minute, you're blowing your cover here. So people who believed that you believed don't believe now?
But if you'd read my books, you'd already know I didn't believe. But the producers had obviously never read my books. TV works funny. You know that. You've been doing TV and stuff.
Absolutely.
It's funny. But the thing about that was that I was okay with it because if you listen to my language, I said, well, the conspiracy community believes that Stanley Kubrick faked the moon landing. I didn't say I believed it. So I tried to keep that level of integrity, right?
The great Mike Bara, who also hooked me up with ivermectin.
Yes.
When I got COVID, he said, ivermectin, when people were calling it horse dewormer and paste, and you were right. So you may be a conspiracy theorist, but you were right about ivermectin, and all the sons of bitches in the media who kept saying it was horse dewormer, and you guys are crazy. Meanwhile, there was no therapeutic because the government didn't, because the companies didn't make a therapeutic. They just said, take 2 aspirin and call me in the morning.
Yeah, I just had a terrible flu last week, and as soon as I realized what it was, I started taking it, and 3-4 days later, it's all over. But
then you won the 5th race down here at the local track.
That's right. I'm gonna have a horse. I'm gonna name him ivermectin. I'm gonna put him in the Kentucky Derby.
There you go. It'll work.
It's a wonderful medicine that's used safely by billions of people around the world for 20 or 30 years. Nobel Prize winning for its effect on human beings. So don't let them talk you out of that. Go get some. It's an invaluable thing to have in your medical kit.
So, Mike, we've heard that there's area Area 54. We've been hearing this for many years.
51.
Or
51.
excuse me.
I thought we moved 54. That's
Well,
Studio
we're in Vegas.
54.
Well,
and by the way, there were some
exactly
aliens in that joint because I
Oh.
went to Studio 54
Yeah.
in New York back in the 80s.
Yeah, you know there was that great song they used to play, that Bee Gees song. What was it called? Nice Beaver. She's got
No, Night Fever,
Nice
Night Fever,
Nice Beaver.
Night Fever. This is not the Blue Show. We're still on in the afternoon.
Okay.
we,
That's right.
we can work Blue here because
All right.
I run the network. This is my network.
Well, I heard some cursing before noon, so
Yeah.
it's not entirely.
we do whatever we want here.
It's like it's when, the whole series, it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Right.
Where it's always noon somewhere, so we were good
Yeah,
after that
exactly.
point. But no, we heard, so Area 51 has been talked about for many
Right.
years. We've heard, obviously, the government conspiracy theorists about, we're not keeping aliens or anything else like that. But it's weird to me that how do we have alien figures, alien bodies, like we know how these things look like
Right.
if we've never come across them before. And then recently we've heard within the last year that they were going to release all these, UFOs documents and everything else, and yet we've yet to see that.
Yeah.
So is that something that's actually true and they're keeping away from the American people, or is it one of those things you're just going to keep hiding over and over again?
Yeah, they've had wrecked flying saucers and alien bodies, I think, probably since at the very latest, the early 1940s. There was the Cape Girardeau crash in 1942, where there were bodies and there were multiple witnesses. A local priest, reverend, basically did last rites over these dead bodies and drew them up, and they were the standard gray aliens. And then, of course, you had the Roswell incident, which I think is pretty well documented at this point, and wasn't crash test dummies. So we have this stuff. And then, my favorite thing, Tony, is the Jackie Gleason story. You ever heard that?
No.
one? Jackie
Gleason was an alien?
Jackie Gleason was an alien. Nixon was vacationing with him in Florida, right? They were vacationing in '72, and Jackie Gleason asked him during the round of golf, he said, what about UFOs and aliens? Because Jackie was totally into it. And that night, Nixon knocks on his door about 8 or 9 o'clock, says, "Come with me." They go out in a car driven by Nixon, no Secret Service, nothing.
way.
Drive to Homestead, I think it was, Air Force Base, takes him into a warehouse, takes him into a cool storage locker, opens it up, and according to Jackie's widow, shows him the alien bodies.
Wow.
Shows him the little, where at first he thought they were kids, but no, they were these little.
Did he say, and away we go?
Well, and then, what's interesting, what happened right after that, Tony? Do you remember what happened after that? Nixon got impeached. Interesting.
Wow.
Interesting
So
stuff.
if Joe Biden says, I believe in aliens and I have evidence that Taylor Swift went to Area 51 and
Yeah.
I showed her the bodies, will he get impeached?
I hope so. That would be my plan. And
That's a good way to take them out.
she's definitely got some alien DNA in her. There's no way around that. I mean, she's absolutely got some alien DNA. And we'll ask Travis about that. Let's get Travis Kelce. Where's Kelce?
Yeah, where is he?
Yeah, where is Travis?
He might be a little bit busy right now, somewhere on the other side. I mean, he was over there with Ron Gronkowski getting ready to kick Destiny kick number 2. And we'll
Because
see what happens.
these guys don't have enough. I love the old when's money, when's money, when is it enough money? Rob Gronkowski's going to keep taking money because
Of
they keep
course.
offering it to him.
Yep.
He's a hot property right
Yeah.
now, right? That's how it works.
Maybe the greatest tight end of all time. He should be taking it. I mean, when is it whose right is it to decide when I have enough money or when you have enough
Nobody.
money, right?
Nobody at all.
This is America.
I'm wondering the other thing too is because obviously we keep hearing about the JFK files are going to be
Yes.
released, and they keep ducking and diving. The whole thing that they don't want to bring it out. Someone else is going to come, they're going to sign it, they're going to put it away for another 17 years.
Yeah.
Basically, for all of us who were born during the era, to make sure that we never find out the exact truth.
Right.
To me, I find it. I don't care how much they say about the Marine that he had a great shot. I still believe there was 2 people, if anything.
You are correct. I actually have a book about this, Ancient Aliens and JFK, where I go over some of the documents that Trump released in 2017 that match up with other documents that have been around for years. And I agree with you. I think it's Lee Harvey Oswald in the 6th floor window, and it's J.D. Tippett, the Dallas police officer, on the grassy knoll behind the picket fence. I've stood in that spot. I've seen where the X is, where he was hit. I could have made that shot, much less a police sharpshooter with military experience, which Tippett was. And the question then becomes who's behind this and why. And Kennedy there are several documents that appear to be authentic that show that Kennedy was briefed on aliens and Roswell and stuff back in the 40s and 50s. Plus, he was family friends with James Forrestal, who was the first Secretary of Defense of the United States,
right,
and close friend of the Roosevelts, and knew all this alien stuff. And they were all part of this committee called Majestic 12 or MJ12, which was above CIA. So when people say CIA killed Kennedy, well, on the orders of MJ12, Allen Dulles. And we actually have the document where it says, look, this guy, Kennedy, he's talking about going to the moon with the Russians. And if they do that, they're going to find alien technology, which means the Russians are going to have alien technology. And we can't let that happen. That memo's 10 days before they assassinated President Kennedy. And it basically says, from Dulles to everybody else on the committee, hey, we got to decide about this right now. And that's, I think, exactly what happened.
The great Mike Bara, ladies and gentlemen. Not a conspiracy theorist.
No, not me.
But a man who's written, how many books have you written?
I've written 8 books at this point, and covering all kinds of subjects, and from the moon and Mars and what's on them, and NASA not being truthful about stuff, and Kennedy assassination, which is the thing I'm probably the most passionate about.
Speaking about the Kennedy assassination, the dumbest question ever asked at a Super Bowl was asked yesterday. Brock Purdy was up there. I got to find it.
Okay.
Pete Shepard played it this morning, and I cannot believe that somebody in the media actually asked the question, Brock Purdy, do people tell? Oh, he said there's a rumor going around the internet that you look just like Lee Harvey Oswald.
Oh.
Now here's a 20-something kid, right? I mean, you think he even knows who Lee Harvey Oswald is?
No.
And who's saying that he looks like Lee Harvey Oswald?
Yeah.
Would you ever ask an NFL player?
No.
Did anybody tell you look like Lee Harvey Oswald?
Well, there's a lot of doppelgangers out there. I'm thinking I'm going to write a book called Doppelgangers. If you look at a lot of people, you can clearly tell they're related. You can clearly tell that Chelsea Clinton is the daughter of Webb Hubbell, not Bill Clinton. That could not be more obvious. And Angela Merkel and Adolf Hitler, and it just goes on and on, right? But that's crazy. That's crazy. And Brock Purdy, poor guy, he's played great. You got to give him so much credit for how well he's played.
Absolutely.
And to sort of hit him with something stupid like that.
And now you're a 49er hater because you grew up in Seattle,
yes,
right?
I'm a Seahawks
So you're
fan.
not rooting for the 49ers, right?
No, I'm not, because I don't want to have to deal with taking a bunch of crap from them for a year. Oh, we finally got our 6, and it's like, the quest for 6 points. When they used to play the Seahawks, we used to tease them about the quest for 6 points. But I think the Chiefs are going to win anyway, so I'm not really too concerned about it. Let's face it, 49ers shouldn't be here. They should have lost to the Packers, and they really should have lost to the Lions. Exactly. So they have issues, they have some deficiencies, and I think the Chiefs are going to exploit those. Not that anybody asked what I thought about the football game, but
now, what do you think about the football game? Who do you like? Now, you have to be impartial. You can't use a conspiracy theory. You mentioned you lived in Seattle. Yeah, I know. Right. And Pete Carroll did some things. He did some great things.
He did.
But then that Super Bowl, and that's something that stings when you have a game that you should have won, and your coach is a legendary guy at USC and in the NFL.
Right.
And then this happens.
Well, we've been to 3 Super Bowls. We should be 3-0. We won one of them. We got one. How can I put this not too conspiratorially, taken away from us, and then we gave one away, and it's the one you gave away that sticks with you. And the worst thing about that was Pete, as I understand it, when I found out Pete never addressed that with the players. He never said, we lost you that game, the coaches, because of the stupid play call we made. That's when I think he lost the locker room, and that's when they sort of missed their chance to win another Super Bowl after that. Although that 2016 team, I think it was more injuries than anything else. They beat both the Falcons and the Patriots that year. 28-3. Remember, I think we were talking on Twitter, on one of my old Twitter accounts.
Exactly.
I love the Falcons. I thought they were going to win, and then they just failed.
They should have. Just like the Lions. But give the coaches making adjustments. Andy Reid made adjustments, and he found a way to win 2 games on the road, right? And then the 49ers were getting smoked, and they made the adjustments. Yeah. And so that's what it's all about. Yeah, well, Dan Campbell helped him a lot. Is that his name? He helped him a lot in that championship game. But, I'm not saying the 49ers aren't good. Christian McCaffrey, I think, ought to be the MVP. Absolutely. And we'll find out Thursday night.
Yeah. Is it Thursday or Saturday?
Yeah, no, it's Thursday night NFL Honors.
Okay.
And he's the only non-quarterback in the running.
Right.
And the most amazing part is that Patrick Mahomes is not one of the finalists because his regular season was not an MVP season.
Yeah, he didn't have that great a year. In fact, if you look at it statistically, up to the games where Russell got benched, Russell Wilson outplayed him in pretty much every category, and everybody's saying Russ is trash. So, he didn't have a great year. I think it's got to go to the best player, and the one player that I covet right now in the league that I'd love to have on the Seahawks is McCaffrey.
Absolutely, he was the difference maker. I mean, as good as they are, when they got him from Carolina, that pretty much put them in the elite Super Bowl because he's the best running back in the NFL, and there's not even a close second.
Yeah,
That's how
Saquon.
good
I heard Saquon threw down the gauntlet and said he was going to come after him. I'm like, good luck with that, Saquon.
Exactly.
You're good, but I don't think he's.
So you're taking the Kansas City. Are you betting because you're here in Vegas? So you got to bet.
I haven't bet yet, but I will. I'm waiting for the line to stabilize. I think it's going to be about 34-24 the Chiefs. I think that.
So you like the over then? That's what everybody.
I do, and I think that Mahomes, because I don't think the Niners defense is that great, especially on the run. And as much as I'm not on the Mahomes GOAT bandwagon like other people are, I do think he's gonna pull through and be the difference.
All right, Robin's giving me the wrap up, which means that you have to hate Robin, not me.
I love Robin. Robin is awesome.
She's all right.
You're lucky to have her. You're engaged. That's amazing.
I know, but she's a pain in the ass, you know.
Well, they all.
I mean, it's my network.
Yeah.
I don't like being bum rushed.
You just think
we have another guest coming up, and he's waiting there patiently. And now Robin's like mad at me, and now she's mad at you.
Can I mention one thing before we go?
Absolutely.
I'd love everybody to go to MikeBaraPets.com. It's BARA, just one R.
BARA Pets.
MIKE BARA Pets.
Pets like an animal
PETS
pets.
and animal pets. There's wonderful products there for your dogs, your cats, your horses, and for humans. Mushroom-based, all natural stuff. And I've been giving my dog these dog treats, and he's turned into a puppy again. And same thing with people that really helped me through my flu last week. Great products. Go check out the website.
Mike Bara
Pets.
Bara, BARA, one R. You leave the last R for whatever.
Yeah.
Pets.com. Mike, great to see you, man. Really appreciate it. I thought you were flying in from Seattle to be here.
No,
you live here in Vegas.
I just drove down here in my Volkswagen. So
beautiful. Did you get parking?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It's like, what, $100 an hour?
Well,
what do they charge?
Probably, I don't know. I don't know. But it's worth it to meet you finally and say
Well,
hi.
thank you, Mike. Well, I've been a big fan. We go back and forth all the time.
Alex.
I lost my, that's the great Angel. Angel Martinez.
Yeah, Angel.
Because we are DEI company here. You know what I mean?
Okay,
it's not just a bunch of white guys. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I have freckles. Does that count?
I knew I got hired for some reason.
Mike Bara, put your hands together. Can you bring up my machine? Because I got to give Mike a roaring round of applause. There it is.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mike. Take care, buddy. We'll see you around.
Right.
You're roaming around here, right? You see all the people?
I'm not leaving.
All right, good. Stick around. I like it. Can you believe it? Mike Bara, a conspiracy theorist from Ancient Aliens on the mic with Broad Street Southpaw and Tony Bruno on Radio Row.
There you go.
I don't think he minds being called a conspiracy theorist. Some people like that.
I don't think so either.
I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I don't believe this whole Taylor Swift thing. Conspiracy theory. Ridiculous. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us right